Network, Sharp Tap and TNN, Trap News Network, back in the same, like, cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN, Trap News Network. We back in this thing. We back in this thing. That's right, man. We back in this thing, like cracking this thing, man. It's Monday. It's 10:23 in the morning in Atlanta. That means it's 7:23 in the morning in LA. And if you upside, I'm going upside your head. If you outside doing your due diligence, I appreciate you. But before you do anything else, make sure you thank God, give glory to God, all that. If you ain't gonna give glory to God, give glory to whatever your higher power is. If you ain't gonna give glory to whatever your higher power is, big dog, you need you something to believe in. Go figure it out. That's between you and whatever you got going on. I ain't saying you got to believe in God. I'm saying believe in something. That's it. I ain't even saying what you got to believe in. Just believe in something. Even if it's yourself. Believe in that. Believe in that. You're a good person to believe in. RichTrapHouse.com. Get into the merch, man. If you ain't did that, get into that. If you ain't got into that, man, make sure you like that. Comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? Get into that. We ain't get into that, man. My bad. I'm looking at my jiu-jitsu group text. I got a competition this weekend. It's gonna get cracking. We finna slide over to this Kantiana. Man at the Garden freestyle. Please don't touch my I Got a Body on it. Fairy Tales, Won't Forget, Boogeyman, all that stuff now. You ain't got into that, get into that. And China Mac is really upset at Adam 22. So let's see what the Mac Man is talking about. Shout out to China Mackington. Let's get into this content on further ado. Let's get into it. Let's go.
That's Adam, and they want some information, and Adam has some information on Bricc, baby, and tell Adam, yo, listen, it's either that or we gonna give you a case. Give us the information or we gonna give you the case. What the you think Grand Mason gonna do? Huh?
You gonna tell, duh. We all know that. Look, ain't none of us expecting Adam to keep it solid when it comes to anything doing with law enforcement. Adam gonna take care of his kid. He gonna take care of his wife. And I think that he'd take care of the kid before he take care of the wife. If we're being 100% honest, I think that Adam would put the baby before the wife. I'm not even gonna lie. So, you know, Adam 22 is gonna do what Adam 20 do. You feel me?
Well, you guys know China Mac is gone.
And then big shout out to Panda Chop. I don't think I ever followed bro's page before. I don't think I've ever seen his content before. Big shout out to Panda Chop. Show bro some love. Give him a like. Give him a subscription. I'll give him that. You feel me? Tap in with Panda Chop. I just subscribe. I just hit that like button. Follow the good example. Shout out to Panda Chop.
I'm back and forth for Bricc, baby.
A page named Panda Chop talking about China Mac is very stereotypical, but whatever.
And Adam 22 in the past. Mac has been overseas for a minute now making new content, but he took a minute to chime in on the recent Rolling 60s Rico with Bricc, baby, Loose Cannon, and what Adam 22 and WACK 100 may be doing moving forward.
Man, roll the clip. You gotta understand, Bricc, baby, Loose Cannon, all these dudes that be on that kind of the focal point of this whole thing that's happening, right? Loose Cannon was a rapper, I believe. He was a rapper, producer, never.
Dude, this nigga China Mac got sharks? It looked like that nigga got sharks in his thing. Shout out to China Mac.
Heard of him. Never heard of him before. First time I heard of him was when he reached out to Crip Mac, and I was with Crip Mac, and he wanted Crip Mac to be in a movie or whatever that he was shooting. I met him around that time. But regardless of that, I still never heard of him. You know what I'm saying? I heard of him when he went on No Jumper and said what he said about Nipsey Hussle, and he just made these brash statements like, oh, Nipsey Hussle called me and told me this and told me that and about Big U and basically like all that and then that's when the world heard of Loose Cannon. That's when everybody learned to him. He went up there, and I think he just went up there and just made shit up. I don't know. I think he just made this shit up, to be honest. I feel like once he saw that, oh, I could get momentum by just going up there.
At this point, we don't know what the hell Loose Cannon has done and hasn't done or whatever. We just know that everything you say is going to be used against you in that federal indictment, big dog.
And saying and just telling. So I think he mixes real with made up shit. He does a little bit of both. He puts it all together. He'll say some real wacky ass made up shit, but then he'll add some real shit. You know what I'm saying? With it around it. Once he's seen that and he got rhythm, more rhythm than he ever got with rapping, more rhythm than he got with his reality shows, more rhythm than he got with producing. He said, all right, this is what we on. I'm going to just go up there and say a whole bunch of shit. And he started getting comfortable up there. And
super comfortable. So comfortable that you made yourself a home like you made the feds your home.
Just start saying anything. You know what I'm saying? Bricc baby too. Go up there and say anything. Now, I don't know, like, I'm not for sure, but there gotta be some rules and regulations about what the fuck you can talk about in terms of like the hood and shit like that. And I think they just lost all sense of that. And they just got blinded by the opportunity, got blinded by the money, got blinded by the fame. And they just started just going, oh, this is what they want to hear. Just keep on talking and keep on doing shit and saying shit and talking about this and talking about that without remembering that you're on camera, and anything and everything that you say can be used against you in court if they put a case on you. And clear as day, obviously they put a case on them, and now all of that shit that you said on No Jumper, all of that shit that you said on Cam Capone, all of that shit that you said wherever the fuck you went, now that shit is getting drawn up, and now they're using this as evidence. They're using this as maybe not evidence, but they're using what you're saying to paint their story. And it's definitely going to help the DA and to frame the story about you. You know what I'm saying? That you're this because you're on camera saying it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yo, man, this should be a clear case study on what not to do in front of the camera. This should be a clear sign of...
This is definitely a good example of the do nots. Definitely a good example of the do nots.
What not to say, what not to talk about on camera. And I don't know why they ain't learned from other people. I don't know why you ain't learned from ARAB and all these other people that got up here and said whatever and got cases and now they gone forever. But I think that they was just blinded by that little fame and little momentum and little money they was getting from Adam. And Adam don't give a fuck. Adam go up there and say, yeah, that's my homie. That's my friend. But let's say the feds press Adam and they want some information, and Adam has some information on Bricc baby and tell Adam, yo, listen, it's either that or we gonna give you a case. Give us the information or we gonna give you the case. What the f you think Grand Mason gonna do? Huh?
He gonna get information.
That's when he's gonna turn into Grand Mason and not Adam 22. That's when he gonna turn into that. I think people just got too comfortable, and it's not Adam 22 fault. It's not Vlad TV fault. It's not none of these people's fault. It's not their fault. But they are promoting this. They are instigating this. And yeah, of course, it's up to you to say it. But if you presenting money and you presenting people like Bricc baby, I just feel like he ain't got no backbone. A person like Bricc baby ain't got no backbone. Like, and when I say backbone, is like you can be bought. He can be bought. He can be allured with money. He can be tricked with money, fame, and opportunity. He'll trade friendships for that. He'll call somebody a brother. And if, there's an opportunity and he has to throw his brother, his homie, or somebody that he knows that he called his friend under the bus, he gonna do that because he did that to me. That just shows.
Damn. I didn't even know Bricc baby and China Mac had a history. I definitely didn't even know that. That's crazy.
It was me that he's a certain type of caliber of person. And with that being presented, a person like Adam 22 can just trick you into saying whatever. And a person like WACK 100 tricked Loose Cannon to say whatever. I think WACK 100 had this whole mapped out. He's a very strategic person. He knows the whole dynamic between Big U and Loose Cannon, and they used to be together and this is what I saw academics say, and I said that, and I thought that there was validity to it. You know what I'm saying? That WACK 100 used that. He played chess with this whole got people up out of there because, So with that being said, man, people just got to be smart. People got to be smart and don't have a backbone, bro. If you know you're not supposed to be doing it, don't let money make you do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let opportunity or the promise of opportunity make you do it, because that opportunity ain't gonna do shit for you when you in the feds looking at 10, 20, whatever the...
That's real. When you looking at them calendars, bro, like... That's crazy.
Years you're looking at. Whatever money you made, now that's going to have to go to lawyers. You know what I'm saying? And you probably spent that money on lien and whatever the perks and shit like that. You spent all that shit already. So now you got to come up with money for lawyer fees. So it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it.
China Mac just made a really good point, bro. And decision making is everything. So with that being said, be better today than what you were yesterday. Be even better tomorrow. But today, be at your absolute very best. It's red dots to the left. You know the rest. And it's free Avenue Angel, so he's free.